Alright, if loving you is wrong, fans, you know the drill. Before going any further into this video, make sure you hit subscribe if you are new to this channel, or if you've come by like several times and it's like, good video, hit subscribe. And everyone, hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out when I post new content. Also, follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Let's try to get this video to 125 likes. But this has been a common question since last week. Should If Loving You Is Wrong get a spinoff? I mean, Greenleaf is ending and they're getting a spinoff, but that's completely different. I mean, Greenleaf was, the creator said, and Oprah, they talked about it, this series was meant to be no longer than 5 seasons. That was it. However, you could make the argument that things were a bit structured differently, because even though the series was supposed to be 5 seasons long, they decided to take the back half of what was supposed to be the part 2 of season 4, the next 8 episodes, and say, hey, this is going to be season 5. And then they surprised us by saying, oh, we're also doing a spinoff. So I feel like maybe what they're going to do is what season 5 should have been for Greenleaf is possibly going to be the platform or foundation for the spinoff series, which I think is pretty dang good and clever when you think about it, because they had a proactive plan and then they decided to switch things up a little bit. I mean, the emotional factor of it being the final season, but then the joy of there being a spinoff. If Loving You Is Wrong doesn't really have that. I mean, for me, it's like, and a lot of people, I feel like they would agree with it when I say, I don't even know if this show really needs a spinoff, because if you think about it, like last season, for example, season 4, most of the story was Alex focused. I mean, and when you look at the other characters, what else was going on? I mean, Kelly was in jail. Okay. Eddie was, well, Eddie. Randall was just, messing around with people as usual. And everything was just pretty much the same. Marcy and Brad were doing their thing, but really the main focus was Alex. Then you move to this season when the tagline was, who is Alex? I mean, at first we kind of seen her dealing with the aftermath of the divorce and whatnot, but other than that, she was just sleeping around with people and being drunk and doing drugs, and that was pretty much it. The biggest thing we learned about her was, all the guys she has gotten with, she's basically been cheating on Brad for a majority, if not their entire marriage. I think maybe when they had kids, and that's when she started, but that was it. I just feel like with If Loving You Is Wrong, we don't need a spinoff. We don't need a Ruthless. We don't need a Bruh. We just need like one more season. Like, I know originally last week I'm like, hey, what if we had like a movie or something like that? But now I just think we need a season 6. I know some people are like, yeah, season 7, 8. No. All we need is one more solid season of If Loving You Is Wrong. The argument could be made for a season 7, I will admit, because some of the story points I'll bring up in my big video about If Loving You Is Wrong season 6. I'll go over various things that could flood into a season 7. And what I mean by that is based on Tyler Perry and the fact, like, most of the time, only a couple of days pass by in the season. Some of the story beats I bring up will take more than just like 48 hours. It might take like a week or so. So you could argue for season 7, but I think that if the show moved at a decent pace, one more season is all we'll need to finish things up. So in my personal opinion, I don't think If Loving You Is Wrong needs a season 7 or an 8 or a 9. I don't think it needs a spinoff. I think we need one solid season. And if, things kind of feel dragged out, give us that epilogue to end things up. Like maybe half an episode or maybe one full episode, like the final episode will just be a time jump and we find out where the characters are and go from there. But in my opinion, I don't think we need a spinoff. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel like I mentioned before. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description. Also, if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App, or join my Patreon for as little as $1 a month.